The wolves never needed permission from the sheep. Let that crawl under your skin for a second. You've been fed lies since the moment you could walk, since the first time you raised your hand in class and they told you to wait your turn, since you spoke your truth and they told you to quiet down, since you felt the fire in your chest and they drowned it in rules and labels and soft little phrases like, be realistic and don't get ahead of yourself. They built a world of cages and called it safety. Your parents, your teachers, your friends, the smiling cowards on your timeline posting quotes about balance and gratitude while choking on their own mediocrity behind the scenes. You think I don't see them? I see everything. Every fragile ego dressed up as wisdom. Every average soul pretending they don't bleed, regret every night when the lights go out. You've been programmed to bow, to shrink, to trade in your rage for politeness, to lower your gaze, to apologize for wanting more. And you let them. You silenced the voice, the one screaming in your skull that you were meant for more, that you could rip this world in half and make it yours if you ever stopped pretending to be one of them. You buried it, stuffed it down under layers of excuses. It's not the right time. I have responsibilities. I don't want to be that guy. But let me ask you something. When did you decide to be less than what you are? When did you agree to the terms of a life you didn't write? When did you let broken men tell you what strength looks like? The truth is, and it'll taste bitter in your throat, you've been afraid. Not of failure, not of them. Afraid of what would happen if you actually became what you were born to be. Because deep down, you know, you were never meant to be one of them, and it's eating you alive. This world wasn't built for men like us. It was built to contain us, to shame us, to keep us docile. Because what happens when a man stops giving a damn about fitting in, about playing by rules written by weaker men? What happens when the monster stops pretending to be a man? Comparison is for cowards. Legends write their own rules. I don't check the scoreboard. I don't look over my shoulder. I don't count how many are ahead of me because none of them matter. None. Office. Them. Their names are dust. Their victories are temporary. Their applause is borrowed time. You've spent too long measuring yourself against men who never had your hunger, trying to mimic the stride of sheep when you were born with a predator's gait. You dimmed your fire to make them comfortable. You laughed at jokes you hated. You clapped for victories you should have claimed. Remember the feeling? That twist in your gut when some smug little nothing got credit for something you could have done better in your sleep? That fake smile you wore? That forced calm? That lie you whispered to yourself? It's fine. My time will come. Your time will come. No. You take it, you seize it, you tear it from the hands of the undeserving and make them watch as you devour what they could never stomach. I am not one of them. I never was. I was born wired different. Where they see obstacles, I see sport. Where they seek peace, I crave conquest. Where they run from the storm, I walk straight into it, laughing, grinning, daring it to hit harder. Comparison is for the weak. A man obsessed with others is a man who's forgotten his own power. I refuse to exist in their lanes because their lanes lead to nowhere, to middle management, to polite funerals, to a life so forgettable they have to carve your name into stone just so someone remembers it existed. Not me. I'll be a name that haunts them, a face they can't scrub from their memory, a ghost at their victory dinners, a shadow in their brightest moments whispering, you'll never be me. And if I'm not one of them, what am I? The man you were yesterday is a liability today. He's dead weight, a coward in your bloodstream, a ghost wearing your face, dragging his sorry, trembling hands through your future, poisoning every room you enter with a stench of hesitation. You know him. You were him. The one who said, maybe tomorrow. The one who forgave betrayal because he was too weak to be alone. The one who swallowed disrespect with a forced grin, telling himself it wasn't worth the fight. The one who clung to broken habits like a drowning man hugging an anchor. I want you to picture every moment you made yourself small. Every time you felt your chest tighten because you knew you were settling. Every night you stared at the ceiling, replaying the words you should have said, the moves you should have made, the empire you should have claimed. Now, light a match. Set it on fire. Watch his excuses burn. Listen to the sound of his name cracking like glass under your boots. That man, that scared, soft, forgettable shadow, was never meant to survive. He was a trial version, a prototype, an empty skin you were forced to wear in a world designed to sedate you, but not anymore. This is where the monster mindset is born. No apologies, no compromises, ruthless discipline, relentless control, total ownership. You don't ask, you don't wait, you don't care who's watching. You tear your goals from the universe's throat with bloodied hands and dare it to resist you. Dominance isn't a goal, it's a default setting. From this moment on, weakness dies quickly in your presence. Excuses suffocate, doubt burns. There's no plan B, no safety net, no committee vote. You are the law now. And when they whisper, he's changed. Good. Now that you've buried him, what monster rises from the ashes? They follow laws. We follow instinct. There was a man once. No name you'd recognize. No statues in his honor. No trophies on dusty mantles. But every room he ever entered, people felt him. A force, not a presence. A storm dressed like a man. He never asked, never waited, never begged. He didn't move with permission. He moved because he wanted to. They called him reckless, dangerous, unstable, because men like him make men like them afraid. He broke rules like glass under his heel, not because he didn't know them, because he understood them too well. Understood that every rule written was a chain, and every chain was designed by cowards to keep wolves pretending to be sheep. He refused. When the others lined up to beg for scraps, he took the table. When they traded their fire for comfort, he swallowed his fear and walked into the dark alone. When they whispered, "Who does he think he is?" he smiled, because he knew exactly what he was. And in time, they stopped mocking, started imitating, started calling him a legend when it was safe to do so. Success isn't earned, it's taken. That's monster law. That's the unwritten code. You won't find it in your father's books. Your mother won't teach you this. Your mentors are too afraid to say it. But you're going to hear it now. 1. You are owed nothing, not respect, not chances, not apologies. The universe doesn't care if you had it rough. It rewards the one who refuses to die. 2. They will hate you for winning. The moment you break through, the applause turns to envy. The same mouths that praised you will spit poison. Let them. Their hate is confirmation you've arrived. 3. Control your emotions, or be enslaved by them. Anger, lust, fear, pride. They are weapons, not masters. You don't drown in them, you sharpen them. 4. Be a weapon in a world of ornaments. Pretty little figures, dressed in titles and labels, fragile egos wrapped in designer lies. You are not decoration. You are destruction. Learn the difference. And there's one more, the final rule. The one no one dares say aloud. But we'll get to that. I am not your friend. I am your reckoning. You've been waiting for someone to tell you it's okay, that you're good enough, that you belong. I am not that man. I'm the shadow at your door. The storm you pretended wasn't coming. I am everything you swore you'd face one day, and today is that day. Listen close, because I won't say it twice. You will be alone at the top. You will be hated. You will be envied. And you will love every second of it. Because there's no air sweeter than the kind you breathe above the weak. No silence louder than the absence of fake allies when you win too big. No high greater than knowing they would sell their souls to be where you stand. And knowing they never will. I don't care if they like you. I don't care if they understand you. I don't care if they clap when you speak. You've spent your whole life playing to a crowd that doesn't even know your name. Seeking validation from people you'll bury on your way up. Stop. You are not one of them. You never were. You are an apex predator in a world of herd animals. The moment you stop pretending otherwise is the moment the real war begins. You'll see it in their eyes. The fear, the jealousy, the hunger they'll never satisfy. And that's when you lean in. Smile. Take everything they swore you couldn't. Burn their expectations. Make a home in their nightmares. Don't compare us. You couldn't survive my shadow. I'm the exception to all standards. And from this moment forward, so are you.